What's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the War Report here on Elysium Peak. Things are being a little slow today loading, but so you're going to have to just bear with it. Sorry about that. Can only do what I can do, you know, and I try to get this done as quickly as I could. There's some parts that I didn't even get to finish, so we're just going to fly right on through this. We got 3 wonderful interviews waiting for us, and I got a bunch of fun stuff to show you as well. Like, if you missed any of the good stuff that we did throughout the season, we're going to share it with you. And I built something entirely new that I'm super excited to show you guys. I think it's going to be something you guys like. You know, it's going to be something I use at the end of every season. And it should be a lot of fun. So, we do have some more awards to give away a little later, so be sure to stay tuned for that. I'm going to see about getting all these awards up on the website so you have them permanently on your little profiles there. Alright, first up, there's some key terms. You guys probably know them. They'll load here in a second. Prestige is the value of land that you own. Acclaim is the total amount of prestige that you earn across the course of the season. The Renown is the change in your property value, whether it goes up or down. And Triumphs is the end of season prize money that we're all fighting for. It's like I knew what it was going to say before it said it. You see that? Oh, I tell you. Alright, so let's take a look at that war summary real quick. It'll load here eventually. God. Of all days for the internet to be slow, decided today was the day. Alright, 45 warring factions tonight, 17 alliances, 122 fiefs, 44 changed hands, 52,490 total prestige. In Long Ting, there was 15,000 total prestige with 33 fiefs available. We Don't Read owns 35% of that. Hibernia with 26%, War Crimes with 11%, Chillers with 8%, and Chaos Undivided with 8%. Over in Australia, there's 16,300 total prestige. Total fiefs is 43. War Crimes owns 55% of that. We Don't Read with 18%. Only Fields with 18%. Cohorts with 5%. Induced Volt with 2%. Over Liang Yun, it ended with 21,190 total prestige. Total fiefs is 46. The High Council has 49% of that. Chocolate Milk with 20%. We Don't Read with 17%. Hallowed Kings with 5%. And New World Order with 4%. Next up, I'm going to show you one of our first trailers that we dropped. Going to get everybody ready for the interview here. So I'm going to mute myself and allow you guys to take a look at this.
Well, the ground just cracked and the dust flew high. The Terracotta boys are back and they're ready to fly. It ain't no halftime show, it's the Emperor's code. They're flat on their backs and about to explode. They're not your average archers, no sir, not these bros. They shoot from the hips, wait, scratch that, toes to nose. Locked and loaded with a bolt that's no joke. It's got more thrust than your uncle's dad bod burp stroke. Hey look, Mom, I'm a siege engine now, laying on the floor, feet high like kapow. It's the only unit where getting laid means lying down and making heads fade. Got a spark stack, better watch your back, 10 layers deep, boom, now you're a snack. They can't dance, but boy, they pop, mark you up and drop you like a corn-fed crop. Skill 1, set it up, takes a second or two. Skill 2, chooses all, let bolt will skill up Are you ready for King's football?
Yeah, great video, bro. But it's pronounced chin.
You're kidding, right? What the hell? Who's in charge of proofing this? I'm working with a freaking amateur.
March! Rise! Burn the gate! Haunting falls beneath our fate! Dexter's lab! Atlas stand! Vanguard kings! Take command! We are how! Yeah. Storm through shadows, rhythm like steel. Every beat lands, every strike is real. Walls can't hold what the fire ignites. We write the crown in the smoke of night. Rise up, kings of the fight. Harden burns in the dead of night. Raise the throne, let the war drums ring. We don't breathe, we live as kings. Sparks fly wild, the towers collapse. Every shout echoes in battle maps. No retreat, no time to kneel. The city surrenders to fire and steel. Rise up, kings of the fight. Harden burns in the dead of night. Raise the throne, let the war drums ring. We don't read, we live as kings.
Steel hearts clash, destiny's near. Victory's voice is the sound you hear. One last breath, one final swing. The city falls. Long live the king!
Rise up, kings of the fight. Harden burns in the dead of night. Raise the throne, let the war drums ring. We don't breathe, we live as kings. Rise up, kings of the fight. Harden burns in the dead of night. Raise the throne, let the war drums ring. We don't breathe, we live as kings. Rise up, kings of the fight. Harden goes in the morning light. Raise the throne, let the war drums ring. We don't breathe, forever kings. Rise up, kings of the fight. Harden bows in the morning light. Raise the throne, let the war drums ring. We don't breathe, forever kings.
All right, gentlemen, welcome to the stream. Backwards here. What the heck? 1 second. Let me flip the order of this thing. What happens when I try to build automated? Of course, being things are slow. We'll roll with that. There we go. That looks more like it. Yeah, there you go. Alright, so today we got Critical and Kurza joining me here on stream. Thank you so much for joining. First of all, I hope you did like the little soundtrack. Hopefully it was the right song that played. It's very, very nice of you to show up. I'm sorry, Kurza. I just talked right over you. Hey, you guys are the stars of the show. You know, I couldn't do any of this without you guys. I mean, season after season, you guys have always, like, the whole, like, Elysium Peak community has been very kind to Goshkia and everything that we're doing, and we wouldn't have what we have without you guys, allowing us to have what we have. I mean, any one of you could wipe us off the map, so we're just really thankful that we're able to do this for you guys, and it's really cool that you guys would take the time to be on the stream. So thank you so much. Let's go ahead and talk about Haojing. You guys have been there since pretty much. You stole it. Yeah, it was a little bit of a fight early on, and then like tonight, it seemed like there was like one attempt. Maybe was it one or two? Oh, hold on a second. All right, there you go. Okay, now I can hear you guys. Sorry, technical difficulties. Yep.
No worries. So I think the first thing I said was we didn't steal it from Chocolate Milk. We, clearly beat them at their own capital that they were supposedly supposed to hold all season. But I think it was a really, really good, hard-fought fight, like multiple TWs ago. And then they cycled to Daicheng, which is, the end capital, so understandable. But tonight, if you want to talk about specifically tonight, we had Atlas on the defense of Haojing. As you saw at the start of the war, they had enough to hit it, but they were also trying to hold Daicheng while holding reputation in both regions to one, muster Daicheng, and two, defend Haojing. So once we flipped one of their forts, it was kind of very easy for Atlas to successfully defend Haojing. But Karza can speak more towards that if you would like.
About Haojing, the only thing that I can say is that the fight was really interesting because my stack is in general only a 20 people stack. We merged with the people from Atlas to make this work, and Atlas people makes basically all the defense by them. We only support them, and we support critically in all the map after it, trying to take all the towns that we have that we can to help him in the macro and make him objectives happen. By the way, it is what it is, and the war finished how it finished. But that's all from my part.
All right, so overall this season, like what were the biggest challenges that you guys faced? Like what were the houses that actually gave you a run for your money? What was it like out there for you guys?
So we came at it from a standpoint that we wanted to create content for the server. And our biggest opposition was obviously Chocolate Milk and their stack versus like our alliance. And we really wanted to make sure that each one of our houses in our alliance got content. So the goal was to put Vanguard on Agolia, and then Atlas with Kara's stack on Haojing, and then Dexter's on Daicheng. And we slowly worked towards that, but it really turned into Dexter's lab fighting Mu crew at every turn. And then when we took Haojing, we never really got to put Atlas on like a set, because we're at a point where we really have to balance stacks, because it's not fun for a lot of these houses just to get rolled over. So we wanted to put the best two stacks that I knew of against each other, and then the second best two stacks, that we knew of against each other, and that can kind of trickle down from there. But I think the goal of us getting as much content as possible every T-War was kind of achieved. Because at the end of the day, we need to keep people entertained. And if that doesn't happen, then you lose players. But our biggest challenge was probably attendance. I think all of our three houses were averaging anywhere from 40 to 60 players. But when CB was at its peak, it was like 60 to 80 players, So it's very difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all kind of weathering the test of time with CB, and with the Chariots, I think it kind of drove a lot of players away.
Oh, let's not even talking about that.
So
that's a whole yeah.
I mean, every season I've seen the same trend. Like the gold
Yep.
unit comes out, people lose their damn minds. They're all quitting the game because this new unit just totally is OP. And then like something happens between now and next season, and all of a sudden like chariots will be just nobody uses them anymore. You know, maybe they'll use them to get from point A to point B, but they're you won't see them as much because people know how to kill them by then. You know, there'll be counters to it. You know, so but like every single season I've seen like whatever the meta unit is that's the be all end all is just like. People are quitting the game over it. It's so OP, it's breaking the game. It's the same story every season. Then people figure out how to defeat it, and then they beat it, and then it's like yesterday's news. Like, how many harangues did you see? I barely saw harangues at all this season.
Yeah, right. Yep. We'd slip some in like once in a while, and now they farm units. That's it. They're not TW. They just farm units.
I mean, we saw some with the cohorts coming in. They would stick it up on the stupid hill and shoot at, our home point, and we'd just bring some longbows around, take out those guys. It's like there's always a solution. It's just a matter of finding that solution. And I think as people learn the incendiary archers are like literally putting the hard brakes on them, I think.
And Jav Cav, same thing, and then Orochi just cleans. It's definitely a hard counter, but like if people don't know how to counter, then it's over. Like if you're not playing a hero, it's just it can quickly create that massive gap that from the good players to like the new players, and that's
absolutely
that's the issue.
But by the way, the chariot gives hands for the people that doesn't have hands. You understand my part, no? It's like people that doesn't play the game, doesn't know how to play the game. They start to play a little the game because they have the chariot, and it's like, oh, this guy sucks, but he can play
super
the chariot,
mode.
And that's all.
Yeah,
and it's like,
they're like zoom, zoom, zoom. Yep.
This guy knows how to play Mario Kart.
Exactly. But I think the other thing that kind of changed the tide of capital fights, I would say, which was against our luck, was them last week or the week before releasing the ability to buy like 10 crows on the market. That was, not gonna lie, the Battle of Daicheng was just facing crows the entire time.
Yeah. Now the big question,
and those things need to be removed. That's my honest opinion. So, they've been in here for a while, but they were kind of hard to get. You'd have to do some, the events, what are they called, the raider camps or whatever, and you'd have a chance to get them. But now, like, you can throw, what is it, $5 at the game, and you can get 8 of them or something.
Pretty much, yeah. So what about the bombards? Did you see anyone with the bombard out there? Because I know that they kind of did the party bombard. Did you get a bombard thrown at you?
I think we tried to place one a few times, but it just never worked out on that map. Daicheng, we never took X against them. So we were planning more for bombards towards home. But they put up a really good fight. And I mean, Mukru always brings it. BT always brings it. So it was definitely a good fight. I think we created the Atlas, and Vanguard created the opportunities for Dexters to win. But at the end of the day, Dexters couldn't lock it down. But I mean, we got fights, and that's the only thing that we really asked for, is to get really, really good, hard-fought fights. So,
yeah, those are what keeps you playing. So
exactly.
All right. Well, if you were to give a MVP award to somebody in your house or alliance, who would you give it to?
I cannot say anyone more. He's the MVP, my friend.
Critical
is the one. Critical is the one.
Critical? Okay.
Yes, of course. I don't have anyone other. No one can take him.
Thanks, Carlos.
I cannot say anyone more.
All right, Critical. Victory speech. Come on now.
Yeah, so I think where Kars is coming from is that I did the macro this season with the help of, obviously, Vanguard and Atlas, but I kind of always proposed the best possible plan. I proposed reaching out to X, Y, and Z people to make sure that we got our fights that we wanted. And I think from the standpoint of our goals were accomplished besides Daicheng. Everything else, like every war, was pretty fun. And that's what I really wanted to make sure that all the entire alliance got their content. And I think that whole sticking a house on each capital ended up working out. The victory speech isn't really there because I'm one of we didn't get Daicheng. I think I'm like 3 seasons running where I've triple capped or been on the winning side of a triple cap. So this is my first one in a while. I've been playing the game since it launched. And I've always been involved in leadership positions and planning. And that's what I really like. Of course, I love playing the game, but it's also fun to do the macro and really treat it as like a game of Risk, you know. So that's where I really
Yep.
get the pleasure out of it.
Yeah, that's kind of where I like this game the most.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the best player, I'll admit, but you know, I can move
Yeah,
people
yeah,
around
yeah.
and I can negotiate like nobody's business. So
Right, exactly.
It's-
Yeah, that's why I love working. I love working with you. I absolutely love
Yeah,
working with you. You have
it's-
a respect for the game, and you have an honor that a lot of people don't have left in this game, where it's just like flip flat sides, you know. But you're just trying to keep the community going, doing this stream,
yeah, I
making
mean,
music. You know, it's fun.
keeping you guys going up against, you know, the chocolate milk crew, that is entertainment. In all honesty, you guys are entertained, they're entertained, the server's entertained. I mean, it's good spectacle right there. So, you know, it's I try not to be in the way and try not to be the reason you can't obtain your goals, and I do the same for them. I don't want to be a reason why they can't obtain their goals. And you know, either one of you could wipe me off the map. Anytime you fart in my direction, I'll be gone. You know, so it's like,
Yeah, no, we kind of had like Max and I talk a lot, us being on both sides, and we're just like, okay, how are we going to keep our players playing, and how are we going to keep the community not suffering? Because there's been plenty of seasons that we've both all sat through where just you got the HK season, you know, you got the infamous season, you got the dynasty, you know, like where we would just roll over people and people would quit the game. And we really didn't want to do that this season. We wanted to maximize the chance that everyone's going to get fights. And I mean, there's still a good amount of people in this game. It's actually not that bad. I think maybe if they changed a few things, then there'll be more. But I'm happy with the turnout this season. I think this season was really, really fun.
all right, we're coming to the close of our time. Do you have any final words?
GG's, and I hope to work with you more in the future, and I hope the community is going to have a good off season.
And did you like the interviews? Because this is the first season I've ever done this, so I figured I'd try it.
100%. Yeah, I think you should definitely keep this going for sure.
All right. I will take that into mind, and thank you so much for being here. We're going to continue on out, and we got another word from our sponsor here. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Deep, yeah, I roll with a herd, they neigh so loud it echoes my word. No reins, no rules, just ancient steel. I drift through your squad like a tax appeal. You flex in armor that's cute and quaint. My ride crush dreams and chips your paint. You dodge arrows, I dodge disrespect, cause once I drift in the whole front line checks. One wheel in heaven, one wheel in dirt. I pull up sideways just to show it won't hurt. I bring that car spin chaos rage like Mario Kart, but with chin wage. Thunder Mandate, I hold that key, ramming harder than Dynasty Decree. Four horses drift like synchronized wrath. I don't ride past, I invent the path. Your squad saw me and started to pray. My bump got skulls from yesterday. Tire marks made of legacy. I shift gears in ancient prophecy. I don't just turn, I change beliefs. I drift so clean, I replace their chiefs. Map says danger, that's my lane. Whole kingdom bow when I change the terrain. Squalid, dick, press, jump, and veer. I slide so slick, I disappear. One swing left, your ranks all split like chopsticks, snapping mid-bento hit. Chariot twist, I drift on cue. Your backline folded like laundry do. You brought tactics, I brought heat. Your general cried, mid-retreat. I sideswipe flanks, I side-eye fear. Even Sun Tzu won't come near. Know thy enemy, not a no me. Chin Diesel with the PhD and wee! You boast banners, I got torque. You wear silk, I drift with pork. I slam so hard, I rewrote your will and dropped it off with a highlight reel. You train weeks, I just nap. Wake up, win wars, then take a lap. Your troops, mid your strats, basic. Your whole meta, I replaced it. Riding clean in that lacquered shell. This ain't Uber, it's straight from hell. Passengers not just ghosts of kings, and one hype man who only sings. Final turn and I smell that smoke. Not mine, it's the dreams you broke. Your castle walls just parking cones. I Tokyo slide across shattered thrones. Fast, furious, pro, I'm divine. I ghost ride history down the front line. Four horses, one madman plan. I drift, I roast, I conquer land.
March on the gates! Fire in the night! Dexter's lab! Atlas! Vanguard's might! Argolia trembles! The crown is near! We don't read, but we make it clear. Iron boots thunder, echoes through stone. From ashes we rise, the throne is our own. Every wall's just another line we erase. Every strike's the rhythm of a city displaced. Break it down. Flames on the sky, all Goya falls and the old kings die. Raise that crown, let the banner sing. Long live the victors, long live the king. Break it down. Flames on the sky, all Goya falls and the old kings die. Raise that crown, let the banner sing. Long live the victors, long live the king. Battering rams, catapults roar. Blood on the cobbles, storm through the door. No retreat, no silence, our fury won't fade. Or Goya bends as the empire's made. Break it down. Flames on the sky, all Goya falls and the old kings die. Raise that crown, let the banner sing. Long live the victors, long live the king. Break it down. Flames on the sky, all Goya falls and the old kings die. Raise that crown, let the banner sing. Long live the victors, long live the king. Through smoke and ruin, the throne is bare. We climb from the fire, kings everywhere. Steel on steel, here the final ring. The city has fallen, we claim everything. Break it down, walls to dust. Victory forged and fire and trust. Raise that crown, hear the war drum sing. Argolia kneels, long live the king. Break it down. Long live the king, break it down! Long live the king!
All right, we are here with Tong Tong, Deadly Ghost, Una, and Warringer. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining. There we go.
Yeah.
Now you can be heard. All right, Tong Tong. So we talked earlier in the season, and you were sitting on this capital pretty much at the time, and you're still sitting on this capital at the time. What's it been like over there for you?
I would say there was anxiety on the downtime and during the fights as well, because you just never know. Somebody could make a mistake at any moment, and everything, all the plans, all the expectations go out the window just because one person misunderstood something. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, but my anxiety was going through the roof just every fight. And then in between fights, you know, you're sitting and waiting, seeing, are we going to be attacked? Are we just sitting here for the next hour? What's going to happen next?
All right, so I gotta ask, what happened over there in Australia tonight? Like one picture was like War 19, and then War 20 is vastly different over there. What happened?
So you're talking about just tonight, right?
Yeah, just tonight. Like the whole map seemed to have changed. Like it seemed like war crimes pushed out and just wiped Brotherhood off the map. It seemed like those two were just taking turns pop shotting you. What happened tonight?
Yeah, so from my understanding, they had an agreement where they were going to each take a shot every single war at us at Algolia, and it didn't work out for them. We were fortunate enough to successfully hold every time. And what ended up happening is their house, I believe it was Santa Cruz, it was one of their main houses of Brotherhood, left the Alliance, merged into War Crimes Alliance, and then they did a mega hit on us, and then it didn't work out. We successfully defended it. And then after Vanguard successfully defended Argolia, we noticed that war crimes just started sweeping Brotherhood's land. Some of the other people were also hitting Brotherhood. So they just started taking over the map. And then I think towards the end, they started teleporting out of region to go to Haojing.
Yeah, they messed us up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, but, you know, I kind of expected it.
You had a juicy city up there, 9 wall, right? It was level
Yeah,
7.
it was a level 8.
Level
we got,
8?
Yeah,
Oh,
we got it
man.
to 8, and they took it. Yep.
How do you keep your cool? You're talking about it so casually.
Well, it's a city, and we honestly, again, made the same mistake we made on No Evil, and so it happens. Sooner or later we're gonna get good at defending towns. We're village defenders. We can defend a village like nobody's business. But when it comes to towns, we're still learning. I mean, Secret tried to teach us. Z9 tried to teach us. Even Warborn tried to teach us. Duranian tried to teach us. We're old and we're kind of thick-skulled. So sooner or later we'll learn.
I'm just glad you guys haven't had any crash outs. We were just talking about this earlier. Like you keep your composure every time.
Yeah, I mean, it's game. In all honesty, this is the only game I play that I truly enjoy. So it's, there's nothing else like it. As a recovering athlete with the severe football addiction, this is the only thing that gives me an adrenaline rush. So if not out on the field, I got to be doing something. And skydiving probably isn't the best thing to be doing at my age. I'll probably have a heart attack or something. So I'll take trebuchets to the face instead. It's funner.
I've done that a few times. It is pretty fun.
But yeah, so it's CBE has that certain luster to it. I still get that adrenaline rush. It's a lot of fun. I like coordinating like troops, and I'm not so good as a shot caller like in the field, like in the battlefield. I'm trying to learn and get better at that. But overall, conducting the orchestra, moving people around the board, that's the part that I really excel at. It's just. It is what it is, and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. We won more times than we lost this season. Like, I was really impressed when we stood up to the cohorts when they full sent us, and we didn't lose a single fief. I was really proud of that. I mean, we usually get rolled by the cohort, so it was definitely nice to see us be able to stand our ground. So, But this interview is more about you guys. So, you guys got 2 capitals. That is huge. Vanguard has pretty much sat in Nagolia from the day it opened to the day it closed. And what are you thinking next season? I hear it's the Holy Roman Empire. I'm looking forward to the season because nobody likes to kill Romans like Celts, and we are Celts. So time to die, Romans.
I'm so excited for a Roman season. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to break out Boudica and make that my main.
Oh man.
But yeah, it's gonna be it's from what I've seen on it, Holy Roman seems to be what they talked about at Gamescom. So if that is true, then it's Holy Roman. All right, so overall this season, what was the biggest challenge you guys faced? Like who was the one obstacle that was really hard fought and you had to get over and you managed to pull it off?
I think there was multiple situations, and I won't be the only one answering this question because I feel like some of the guys can speak on this too. But there was a lot of times where people thought Vanguard was just sitting the whole house on Algolia, and honestly, most of the time we had maybe 15 guys, 20 guys on Algolia, even during like an active fight, just to try to defend it, depending on who was hitting it. And then we would send the rest of our house to go help the Alliance secure land that they needed for other capital, like positioning or for hits, just to help maintain the prestige, because we were really spread thin across 3 regions. And there was even like a time where we had to fight Forbidden City with, a portion of our capital stack because Haojing was empty when Forbidden City declared on it, and our Alliance was busy. So we had to split our Algolia stack in half. Half was defending Algolia against either Brotherhood or War Crimes, and then the other half of our stack was defending the Haojing capital. So it was 2 capital fights happening at the same time for just one of our stacks. And then our second stack was helping in Daichang. So we were just spread thin. So a lot of those times where it was almost like we, at any moment, if we mess up, we could lose everything. And we just didn't want to let our allies down. So it was pretty crazy in those moments. Now, if there was moments where we had a full house together or a full stack together, we were usually facing off against different opponents that also gave us like our run for our money. There's just some really good challenging fights. Like for example, fighting Mukru, But I'll let Deadly, and yeah, Deadly's probably a better one to answer the rest of that question.
Yeah, Deadly, you've been the boots on the ground shot caller at these fun festivities. What do you see?
Biggest challenges obviously is Mukru, per usual. They're just they're just one of the strongest houses in the game. Nobody can deny it. Between them and Dex Lab, I mean, that's like two of the powerhouses right there for NA. We didn't have any issues this season with really anybody else. If it was like a 1-for-1, like if we had an overview and we had the plan set, I think we haven't lost a fight. Thankfully, again, we had good allies, we had good people just playing together. But yeah, the ones that gave us the most trouble was probably Mukru. I know War Crimes Alliance, when they were hitting Algolia, they did give us a couple of scares, just with some good pushes. But again, we were playing with. We never had more than 35 at Algolia, so it was usually if they had one good wipe, you start panicking a little bit because you don't have that extra muster that you usually do to play with. Because we had most of our guys, like Tong said.
Yeah, then it comes down to just,
and then.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that just comes down to how long can you delay, till the muster gets back in.
Exactly, and it's like, all right, boys, we're holding here, for 2 minutes until our muster can get loaded back in, and we did it every time. So it was definitely fun, and I loved calling Algolia. I love defending it. I love attacking it too. It is a pain to attack, but we've gotten so many reps on it that it's just really fun. But yeah, it's a really fun capital, and Haojing was pretty fun when we did do the split, and I had to go race there and do that while Algolia was going. It was a crazy time because again, we do lack shot callers in Vanguard, so it's kind of me most of the time, and then sometimes Easy, if he shows up, he'll be there calling for our other stack. So it's makes it a little bit difficult at times, but nothing too crazy.
All right, so the big question is, did you see any bombards while you're defending Algolia? Anyone try to drop a bombard on you?
We saw a couple of times where people looked like they were gonna do it, but it was a fake. There was a couple of times where I was like, is he gonna actually drop it? But no, they didn't drop it. It was more of those fake droppings, and then they would do a chariot dump. Most of Algolia was chariot versus chariot, just racing back and forth with chariots, and then obviously anything that can counter chariots. So it was pretty much that.
That sounds pretty similar to what we experience. Is mostly every fight, especially versus the cohorts. I don't know what the cohorts do, but man, they got like 6-7 chariots in every fight. Like, no joke. They love their chariots.
Yeah, that was the rough part when we did take Algolia. Is we did not expect them to have so many chariots. So when we tried to do a Spartan rush at first, and we just got hit in the face with 7 chariots. I was like, what in the heck are these cohorts on where they all have chariots?
Right,
so
right.
it was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. I mean, I won't complain because, like, over the course of the season, we got really good at dismounting chariots and taking chariots off the field. Like, we'd call them, we'd destroy them, one more off the field, next one. It was like they would just keep coming, but we keep killing them as they come. So, after having a lot of repetitions of dealing with them over and over and over, you get pretty good at killing them, so...
Exactly, and that's all it is. It's repetitions. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got on our end. If Una wants to speak up, Una's like our main house manager. Like, he manages all of the people. So I'm sure Una will say one of the biggest issues we had was trying to keep the numbers coming online. So I'll let Una talk about that.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Una.
we have difficulty to maintain the attendance, so we have to keep all the message out and get the guys coming online. And we not doing okay in the beginning of T-War, but we doing okay in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's a constant problem, honestly. Is like, I hate it when, like, people show up like 15 minutes after the war starts and they're like, hey, I'm ready, I'm here, am I late? What's going on? Where are we going? What's the plan? I'm like, dude, I published a plan like 4 hours ago. It's like, can you just read it, please?
They don't read.
Yeah. Well, I'd hope if they're not in We Don't Read, they might read, but maybe we'll change our Lance name to We Might Read.
VG went back to our roots when we joined Read Don't Read again, because we initially created that with Dex Lab a few seasons back.
Yeah, and then even after the split off, we created a new alliance called Still Don't Read because our guys still don't read.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think a lot of people read anymore. It's really weird. Everyone wants to be heard, but nobody wants to listen. It's so weird.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, if you're going to name an MVP of House Vanguard, who would it be?
Ooh. I mean, that's a tough decision between Deadly and Una. If we're talking about like getting the performance done, Deadly Ghost would be the MVP. Is getting the house performance done. If we're talking about getting the house attendance up, Una would be the MVP.
All right, all right. Do you have any closing words before we head on out?
I want to give a shout out to Warringer helping with strats. He helps Deadly Ghost with a lot of the TW strats. Also, shout out just to all of the Vanguard guys showing up every single war, or even every other war, just whenever you get a chance throughout the season, hanging out with us. You could go anywhere else, but you choose to stick with us for some reason. So I love you guys, and I appreciate your friendship and loyalty.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. We will definitely be circling back around next season when we do some more interviews, and I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me. So thank you, guys, and we'll continue on out.
Thanks for having us, Fog.
Thank you.
Tired of squirrels stealing from your feeder? Kids riding bikes too fast past your driveway? Someone mowing at 7:03 a.m. on a Saturday? You need Get Off My Lawn, the neighborhood app for people with nothing better to do. Are those kids having too much fun? Start a thread. Did that Girl Scout try to sell you cookies? Report it.
Hi, I'm Chit, the founding president and CEO of Get Off My Lawn. My wife Karen and I were sick and tired of those pesky kids sitting there all suspicious-like. We decided to create an app for people like us who treat their sidewalk like sacred land and believe prolonged trash can placement is a federal crime.
With Get Off My Lawn, you can find neighborhood watch meetups with Chit Happens, sell your used junk on the Brokest Chit Marketplace, chat with neighbors with Chit Talk, get real-time status updates with The Chitter, rate your favorite restaurants with Good Chit, find your lost dog or cat with Find My Chit, report suspicious activity to the Chit list, climb the leaderboard, and become the big chit for your neighborhood. Listen to what our proud users say.
There I was playing a ranked game in Conqueror's Blade, and what do you know? All the idiots on my team brought ranged units. How the hell are my longbows gonna kill anything with all this ranged? I'm posting this on Get Off My Lawn. What a bunch of losers.
I posted about this bright thing in the sky, and this jerk told me to buy a blackout curtain. I reported them to the Chit list.
Thanks to Good Chit, I found our neighborhood Foghladha dogs. Their El Pedro is to die for, and our kids love the Izzy meals.
I didn't ask to be the big chit, I earned it. With 128 reports filed, 3 bake sale confrontations, 1 glorious public takedown of a rogue lawn flamingo. When I walk my poodle, people nod in respect. Get Off My Lawn gave me the platform I never got from the PTA.
Download Get Off My Lawn today, because minding your business is for cowards.
Available in the App Store, unless you people ruined that too.
Warning. Prolonged use of this app may result in spontaneous clipboard ownership, compulsive doorbell pressing, excessive use of the phrase "as a taxpayer," chronic binocular fatigue, parking tape addiction, and a legally binding emotional relationship with your Ring camera. If you experience an HOA power trip lasting longer than 4 hours, seek professional help immediately.
From whispers of nothing to the crown on high, the climb big and low, now we rule the sky. Step by step, stone by stone, empires built from dust and bone. guide the path I take. Move crew riding, hearts awake. Eternum with the steady flame. Side by side we carve the name. Dacheng throne, Elysium's peak. Victory's crown is what we seek. No shouting, just rhythm, precision, control. Fast lines intertwine as the melodies roll. Every bar is a weapon, every rhyme takes a stand. From silence to emperor, the blades in my hand. From the shadows we rise. From the ashes we build. Sugar like milk story, the dream fulfilled. Black Templars move crew, Eternum unite. Elysium peak shines, the empire inside. Syllables spinning like blades in the night. Cut through the chaos with words that ignite. No need to scream, the cadence is fire. Precision in motion, the climb grows higher. Empire and rhythm, the crown and the sound. Melody lifting where triumph is found. From nothing we started, now legends we speak. Emperor crown at the gates of peak. Every accent a spark in the dark of war. Every word is a step to the throne we swore. From whispers to echoes, from silence to song, we've carried this climb. We battled so long, now the banners are raised. Let the whole world see. Chocolate milk crowned in eternity. From whispers to echoes, from silence to song, we've carried this climb. We battled so long, now the banners are raised. Let the whole world see. Chocolate milk crowned in eternity.
All right, everybody. We are here live with Honor It of the Move Crew. Thank you, Honor It, for joining me. They can now.
Okay, great. Hello.
Hello and welcome. So you are the grand champion of the whole wide world. You are the new emperor of Elysium Peak. How do you feel?
Feel pretty good. I mean, winning the 3 fights tonight really was nice. Keeping them off of X. I mean, even going into war, I expected us to have 2 fights. Like I expected us to lose X at least once. So yeah, no, it was really good. We came together. We didn't have Max tonight, who is our shot caller. He's like the shot caller. So yeah, not having him has been tough this season. Definitely like the last half of the season, he wasn't here much. So we kind of had to make do without him, and we still came out on top. It's really good.
Well, that's where the training comes in, right? It's always good when a leader can step away and still land the deal.
Yeah, I mean, luckily, Yas is there. I'm there. We still have people who are able to, muster the troops and, make sure everybody's showing up to war. I mean, I know other speakers mentioned it, but yeah, that's been a big thing this season.
Yeah, I definitely feel that, like, full-heartedly, that this season seems like it was harder to get people to war than usual.
Yeah, I mean, we had wars, especially when Max wasn't here. Oh my god, yeah, we had wars where we were like at 40. As a house, maybe 45. Yeah, that was tough.
That's like our size.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, like.
No, that's not bad.
I mean, in seasons past, we'd be rotating people in and out of the house to make sure that we have, 85 online, every war.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
I remember those days. Like, you guys, like, just the end game alliances would always have, at least 150 on. Like, under 150 is unacceptable. It should always be like 150, 175, 200 on a good week. It's I don't know. I don't know if anyone ever had more than 200 on. I mean, people always brag about saying that they do. Like Guild Turbans always said, "Oh, we got 250 people on," but I seriously doubt it. I'd love to see a screenshot of that.
I think in the IOTA season, maybe season 15, our alliance might have had close to that. Maybe a couple other times when we were infamous.
I mean, it felt like HK had that many sometimes. Like when they were rolling around in their heyday, it felt like they had that many, but I don't know how many they actually had.
Yeah, I mean that's tough. Getting 200 people. I mean that usually involves full houses on all sides and rotating people, and yeah, it's
A headache and a half.
honestly, I'm glad we didn't have to deal with that this season because that, oh my god, that took so much effort in seasons past. Having to like message people, be like, hey, can you leave the house if you're not gonna make it? You know, we're gonna have. I don't want to kick. You know, I gotta save our 20 kicks a week.
Yep, exactly. So let's talk a little bit about your experience at Daicheng. You've been fighting a lot of different houses. Which house was the biggest challenge for you?
Oh, I mean, it's Dexter's. I mean, that's like the yeah, Dexter's their main stack. They're basically the only stack that is on our level. I mean, yeah. I mean, not to be cocky or anything, but yeah, they're like they're good quality players. They've been playing together for a long time. They've basically been on the other side of pretty much every season for the past forever. Yeah, basically.
So are we going to see Chocolate Milk 2.0 next season? Are you guys going to stay together as Moo Crew, or are we going to see a whole new house name spawn up?
Oh god, it's way too early. Like most everybody just uninstalled TB tonight, so like we'll see.
Man, I tell you. So sad, so sad.
No, I mean like people like during the off season do not care, do not play, like they're done. Like I'm burnt out. Like I probably won't play too much in the off season. So
yeah, I do miss the seasons of Drill War in between seasons. Like it's really sad that Booming doesn't do that. They're just like, nah, you're gonna be at war 24/7 every single war. There is no breaks. This is China.
We need a break.
I mean, they turn off the internet at night so that kids don't play video games. The least they can do is give us an off season.
Can you turn our internet off, please?
Right.
Give us a break.
But yeah, having a Drill War at the start of the season, Drill War at the end of the season. That's it. That's all the Drill Wars we get. Nothing else. It's just it's rough. All right, so looking at the showdown that you guys had this season, I kind of feel like Chocolate Milk and We Don't Read were very nicely paired against each other. Like the fights going back and forth, it seems like you guys were pretty equal, like fight wise. It seemed like whoever got there first, if they were stacked in there, it was a hard removal. Like you could not get them out unseated. I'm hoping that you guys continue out. I really am, because it's been a great show between you two, and I've really enjoyed watching the progress of the season and seeing you guys just duke it out, battle after battle. It's pretty cool to watch.
I mean, yeah, I don't want to speak for anyone in my house or any of the other leaders, but like, I mean, we may continue as something, but honestly, most people are going to take a break, probably next season. I'm not going to force anyone to play the game if they don't want to play. I kind of had to force a couple people this season, especially towards the end. So I had to pull some favors and call people up.
I do hope that you guys can pull it together and show up next season, because you guys are definitely welcome on the server. It's pretty neat to have some big dogs that can fight each other instead of just having one giant big dog that rolls over everyone. I mean, as a person that has been on the receiving end of that, it's kind of nice to see that there's two big dogs fighting each other,
Yeah, it's never fun when there's like just one endgame alliance, and then all the other people who kind of just have to hide in other regions.
Yep, nip at the heels, or try to beg for land. It's
or
rough.
Coalition with them and field the other alliance out of their fiefs so they don't have enough influence to hit a capital. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you do that kind of stuff too.
All right, so do you have any wise words to tell all the new players about what it feels like to be a champion, how to get there, and you know, just starting out in this game, what should you expect? What should you work towards?
I mean, take it seriously. I mean, not obviously too seriously. Like, have fun with it, but like play with your group. Like find your people, find your your 5 stack, and get really good at playing with them. Figure out each other's play styles. And honestly, if you want to get better, you kind of have to move houses. Like, I mean, unless you are devoted to your house and you can improve it, but a lot of the small houses, especially, are they're fun. We're here to have a good time. But like, if you want to I want to compete in the end game, it's very hard to drag a house like that up without grabbing a bunch of people all at once.
Yeah.
Like the quality is kind of concentrated right now. So it's it's not easy to train a house of new players to get to that level.
And we've seen dozens of them. Like, somebody will come over, they're a YouTube streamer, and they think that they're hot cheese, and they come over here, and they're like, oh yeah, we're going to be the top ranked guild on the server, and they literally last 2 wars, and they're gone. They're so here today, gone tomorrow. It's not even funny. I've seen dozens of them. All right, well, we are getting towards that 30-minute mark, so let's go ahead and give you one final thing. What would be the MVP award for your house? Who would you give it to?
I mean, it changes from week to week, and section of the season to whatever. But like, Yas for sure, Yasuru, like he did a lot of work this season, trying to pull a lot of the slack that Max would leave. But honestly, the MVP kind of just goes to anyone who was here this season, and the people who would show up even if Max wasn't here. I mean, we have some amazing players. So like, I can't give everybody has their time. Like,
Right.
Korn today killed 30 something heroes in one battle on Daichang.
What the heck was he using?
He was a chain dart. He was just roaming around and protecting our
nice.
arty. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
They did drop a bombard, by the way.
There you go.
asking.
I
Yeah,
had a
they
feeling
dropped the
somebody had to.
Of course they dropped the bombard. Yeah. It killed. Actually, the first bombard. I don't know if they dropped more. I think they tried, but we canceled them building it. But yeah, the first one they dropped, we had a hard time getting to it. I think people were just too afraid to peek it. Korn actually did get killed by the bombard. I think that was the first battle because he was trying to shoot it with a siege ballista.
All right, guys. So you heard it first. One guy in all 3 capitals got it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the bombard is kind of a throw, except in very specific circumstances. The wall on Shield of the Capital towards home point when you're taking the gates for CC. That is a really good spot. Other than that, you're probably gonna kill your own people. Like, just don't even try it.
Yeah, from my experience, it's literally like you get one shot, and if you don't kill everyone in one shot, it's done. You've lost it.
Kind of not worth it.
Yeah, I just can't imagine these people paying. Like, there's a bombard that you get for spending, like, I think it was like $40,000 on CB, like sovereigns.
Mm-hmm.
You get a bombard, and then these guys spend all that money. They get this bombard, they throw it down, they fire it once, and it's game over time for them. It's like
or they dupe it and have like 15 sitting in their supply dump.
Yeah, man, I tell you, that's just crazy.
I've got one, and I'm never gonna use it. It looks pretty.
Yeah, we got several people that are still sitting on, like, I think Evil still has a bunch. I think he's got 4 or 5. He bought them all off the trading post when people were selling them.
When they were duping, yeah. Season 15, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much, Honor It. I'm going to go ahead and continue out. We got some awards to give away. So this next bit, I'm going to let the awards do the talking. I'm going to give you guys a few more tracks that I made up for you guys this season. And all of these tracks will be available on my SoundCloud. I will do the music command here. And I'll make all the fight songs available to you guys to download for free. So I don't care. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing it for show. And y'all have fun. All right, here we go. It's time for some awards. Let's give some awards, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Look forward to seeing you again.
A silent king upon his throne, his clay-bound host entombed in sleep, while surface kingdoms bled too deep. War after war, your steel cried loud, echoes shook his earthen shroud. Now from the deep a tremor grows, and marching stone begins to roll.
He's waking now, the emperor of old, with terracotta heart and soul of gold. A world of chaos he shall rend apart, to forge again his iron heart. No parley, no plea, no cease. Only order, only peace.
Hysteria breaks beneath his stride. Longting's drums now beat with pride. The Anglian burns in amber light as Day King calls the final fight. Vikings howl and Spartans fall. Knights and khans all heed the call, but no war band, pact or blade can halt what ancient hands have made. Clay of kings, breathe again. Rise and march through fire and fan. Eyes of ember, hearts of stone. Peace is claimed and war dethroned.
He's waking now, the emperor returns with Heilberts high and footballs burned. You fight for glory, gold or fame. He fights to end your very name. No dream, no voice, no peace. Only order, only decree.
You called for war, and war has come, not from heaven, but from stone and drum. Bow now, warlords, or be undone. The era of the first has begun.
He's waking now. Only order, peace through fire, from dust and power. Stone walls tremble, fire lights the sky. all through the pain, they gon' remember the name. Every strike, every flame echoes the cost of our name. When the night screams defeat, we stand unbowed on our feet. Raise your voice above the thunder, still against the storm we fight. From the ashes we rise to glory, through the siege we claim the night. With the will of fire unbroken, with the courage carved in stone, we are the ones who stand eternal. In the siege we rise alone. Elysium peak where legends climb. Osteria's blood runs deep through time. Longting's gates, yeah, we broke that breach. Lion's crown almost in reach. Every step, every loss, carved in the grind. History's ink written in battle lines. From the dirt to the throne, we don't bow, we don't fall. Turn the pressure to diamonds, turn the struggle to gold. Drums of war in our chests, every heartbeat putting us to the test. Through the smoke, through the flame, glory forever in the name. Raise your voice above the thunder, still against the storm we fight. From the ashes we rise to glory, through the siege we claim the night. With the will of fire unbroken, with the courage carved in stone, we are the ones who stand eternal. In the siege we rise alone. Stand tall, never fall. From the ashes we rise. We rise. We
One of us seems to circle the other. As you go, you remain a stranger to me, to you. But our pieces left uncovered. I'm thinking about four-leaf clovers. I've got composure, silver coin. You hold me, turn me over right now, but expect to forget about it. Watch as the breeze burns golden smoke that you've stolen. Feels like it's my fortune that you're folding. I'm swimming with the sharks. I'm swimming with the sharks. I can't tell you apart from them. You can't tell either. Will we love or fall in deeper? Tell me, darling, what is it you want? How the mind doesn't work like it used to. As I know I remain a danger to me.